There's a few things you just don't want to do when you're looking to purchase a home, or even if you're in process of purchasing a home. And the goal of this video is just to go over what those are to make sure you don't have any nasty surprises. Welcome to Keeping Mortgages Real, where we provide clear mortgage information so you can make better financial decisions. And if you're looking for a pre-approval in Maryland, Virginia, or DC, reach out to us. We're at 3easysteps.me. Just like it sounds, 3easysteps.me. By way of background, lenders look at income, assets, and credit when they're looking to pre-approve or approve you for a mortgage. The takeaway here is that if you're contemplating any changes to your income, assets, or credit, absolutely talk to a lender first before doing any of those actions. The reason this is important is many times the actions you're contemplating are just no factor, wouldn't impact anything. But sometimes it does, and it's preventable. And if you talk to your lender first before taking certain actions, it could, I've seen it many, many, many times, save a ton of heartache. So talk to your lender before doing any major changes. So let's talk about what are such major changes. Okay. When it comes to income, um, don't quit your job. We've seen that happen a few times. If you're thinking about quitting your job, talk to your lender first. And a really big one is changing careers. Changing careers doesn't seem like it would impact your ability to purchase a home, but many times it could. A few times it won't. But again, talk to your lender there. And job changes are sort of a sneaky one that many times changing jobs is neutral to positive to your home buying ability, but sometimes it's not. And it's not intuitive. So since it doesn't make sense, lending rules don't always make sense. Again, any job changes, definitely any career changes, check with your lender first. In terms of assets, what you don't want to do, and some of this is obvious and a lot of this isn't, the obvious one is don't spend any money that you really need to purchase your house. Like I've actually seen individuals who didn't talk to their lender first, thought they knew how much they wanted to purchase a home or used to purchase a home. But if they talked to the lender, they really would have known what the real number is. They went on vacation, spent the money, and they had to wait several months to purchase because they had to resave what they spent on vacation. So real simple fix to that. Just talk to your lender to make sure you know how much you might need to purchase. But even more so, and this is something that's very counterintuitive, is that there were money laundering has happened through mortgages. So in the mortgage rules and regulations, they require for lenders to document the source of money, big deposits into your bank accounts. Now, obviously, the paychecks are easily to prove and things like that. But if you're getting a gift, talk to your lender before putting the money in your bank account. That could save you a lot of paperwork. Or if you're selling an asset, definitely do the same. Funny story, and this is true, is that someone sold, and it's sort of sad, someone sold a motorcycle. Say they got $10,000. I forget how much the motorcycle sold for. But they didn't talk to their lender first. And if they did, they would have known they needed a bill of sale for the motorcycle to prove where they got the money. But they didn't have that. So they had to find the person who bought their motorcycle. Now, the person who bought their motorcycle, I'm not making this up, rode to Minnesota and went camping. So the poor person who was buying the home had to go all the way to Minnesota, find the person who bought a motorcycle in the woods in the middle of nowhere and get the bill of sale and then come all the way back. And that's obviously an extreme, but it is a lot of hassle to find a lot of documents that if you knew ahead of time would be no factor to pull together when you sold some assets and things like that. So again, when you're putting money into your account through gifts or through sales of assets, definitely talk to your lender first. And there's one more thing to go over, super important. But before we do, again, if you have any questions, 3easysteps.me. Happy to help in any way we can. Okay. The third thing to keep in mind is that your credit score impacts how much you could purchase and even sometimes your ability to purchase. So you really want to be very, very careful on not doing anything that could impact your credit, especially before buying a house. Now, let's look at a few things. I definitely no big purchases like no cars or boats or timeshares or things like that, furniture before buying a home. Well, said better, talk to your lender before doing any of that. Let me give an example is that we had somebody whose car was, it died. The car died and they needed to purchase another car. So before doing so, and this is exactly what they should do, they gave me a call and we talked through what the payment on the car would be, the new car they were going to get. And it turns out that that payment on the new car didn't impact their buying power at all. They still could purchase what they wanted to purchase, even with that new car payment. I've had people call me on the other side where they wanted to purchase the new car just discretionarily. And it turns out that by doing so and increasing their car payment from a car that's owned free and clear to actually having a payment would have impacted their ability to purchase a home. So they decided to keep the car that was running fine and fully paid off. They just kept their older car. So again, no new big purchases, no new debt, especially no credit card debt. That's a biggie. Credit card debt impacts your credit score negatively. You could get a worse deal or not get the loan you want if you take on too many new credit cards or any new credit cards. So absolutely do not apply for any new credit cards before buying a home. It's almost like a raise your right hand and don't do type of situation. And finally, and this one sort of hurts to say because sometimes people want to help a relative out by co-signing for something, and it's always done out of the goodness of your heart. But trust me, co-signing is something you never want to do, especially before buying a home. I have seen many, many situations where people could not buy a home they wanted to buy just because they did something nice for their brother or something like that. So really, just don't co-sign debt, especially before purchasing a home. It really, really could put you in a worse position, even though your intentions are very good. I hope this helped. And if you have any questions mortgage related, again, I'm really happy to help in any way I can on that regard as well. Or if you had questions about what we talked about. And until the next video, best of luck in your home search, and I hope you're having a great day.